All right, welcome. We are about to start our beginning yoga session. Just want to make sure you could see my head when I'm back there. There we go. And yeah, let's start. I love starting our beginning class on our boot day. So go ahead and sit. I'm going to shut this door. Go ahead and have a seat. Oh, yeah. And start with some alternate nose breath, which really sets the nervous system in a balanced way because we're going right hemisphere, left hemisphere. So letting your whole body settle in on your block. I have a block underneath my hips, which allows the knees to drop down. The torso can then stay more in an upright position, which is nice. Chest is lifted. Just take 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. You can either follow my cues or just continue on your own timing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Growing taller as you inhale. It's actually just this physical lift up. And then as you exhale, let it move all the way down. Down into that block. Great. And then if your eyes are closed, gently open your eyes. Take the right hand, so you can see me. Take the right hand, and I'm going to have to come closer so you can see it. No, it's so far away. So we're taking 2 fingers down, and then that thumb is open and that ring finger. What we do for this alternate nose breath is left nostril close with the ring finger. Inhale through the right. Close with the thumb. Exhale through the left. Beautiful. Inhale, left nostril. Close. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Inhale left side. Third eye, you feel that spiraling energetic flow. Close. Hold for just a breath. And let it out through the right. Soft release. Exhale. The whole body just lets it out. And then new breath. Inhale. Feel that lightness. Close it up. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. Last one. Inhale left. Close. Exhale right. Yeah, release. Sense that it's sort of a calm sensation in through the mind for sure. I had a light here, but it went out. Okay. All right. I'm back to my mat. Now just let the arms come all the way up. Inside out with the palms. See, curve to the right. Out through that left palm. Feel heavy in that opposite hip, left hip. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the other side. Beautiful. Come back up to center. Exhale, release the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers. Drop the chin to the chest. Let the hands rest on the low back. Elbows pull towards each other. And just drop your chin right and left. Nowhere to go. Just focusing on relaxing into your body. Softening into this beautiful space of relaxation, heaviness in the hips. Just that intention to release. Good. Chin on the chest. Now push the fist straight down. Open up the chest. Heart lifts this time. Oh, wow. Feel the chest lifting up. You can even do some movements if it feels right for you. Great. Chin drops. Rock to the left. Rock to the right. Do what feels good. So just move. Give yourself some movement. Woo. Nice. And then release the arms again all the way up. Take that side bend. This time right hand over to the ground. Left arm comes up. Good. Inhale. Bring it up. Switch sides. Over to that left side. Left hand comes down. Side body. Feel that right rib cage. You can look down. You can look up. Just side bending. Whew, wow. Nice. Come on out or up and then release the block. Move the hands up behind you. Yeah, release the block. And just give it some lift. See if you can lift through the chest and the hips just a little bit. Pushing the knees down. Be careful of the wrists. Good. And then switch the feet so that you do the same thing, but now the other foot isn't in front. Same thing, just a little bit of lift. See what happens. Quite different, actually. Oh. Good. All right, gently come out. Bring that out. Unwind the feet. Straighten them out. Give them a little bounce. Give them a little wiggle. Nice. Keeping the feet wide. Tilt the pelvic bowl forward and just walk the hands gently forward. Easy peasy. A little bit into the back. Walk the hands over to one side. Doesn't matter, whichever side. Let it be organic. Moving the toe that you're over out a bit, and then the opposite one inward. It's a natural movement with that hip, especially that back hip rolling forward. Gentle heaviness. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And then the other side, just walking the torso over to the opposite side. So nice. Excellent. And then come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back up, right into that squat. Actually, yeah. Take now bring your block back and take a seat on the block. And let your knees just come up into your squat, yeah. We'll take about 5 breaths. And if you need 2 blocks, that's helpful as well, so that the back gets nice and straight. In fact, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Another block. So if you were to use 2 blocks, absolutely cool, gives yourself a little bit more support, and maybe the hips shoot back. We'll just stay here for about 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Sinking into the feet. Putting the knees into the elbows and the elbows into the knees. Making sure the chin is not just flying up. You want the back of the neck long. Suction in the navel just a little bit as you extend upward through the top of the head. Ribs stay knitted in and torso long. Your eyes can stay open or closed, whatever feels comfortable. Activate the feet. Nowhere to go, just this focused energy into the feet, into the torso, into the breath. Just a meditation. More than 5 breaths, I know. Took a while to get into it. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, smile on the inside. Beautiful. Inhale to set it up. Exhale to release. Reaching forward, lifting into that forward fold. Wow. Grab the elbows, soften the head, make sure the head's relaxed. Grab the elbows and just rock from side to side. And forward and back works nicely too. A little bit of bend in the knees. Taking your time. Soften into the hamstrings. Excellent. Release the arms and roll yourself all the way up. Good. Give it a little bounce. Nice. And then circle out the hips. That's it. Just loosen up the side body, the hips. Beautiful. Good. All right. Bringing yourself into a nice Tadasana. So that means the feet right underneath the hips. Pelvic bowl sort of dropping down. Ribs in, shoulders down the back. Pause. We'll take 3 breaths. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Powerful stance. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Notice the evenness in the feet. Last breath. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Great. Scoop up the arms. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Belly lifts, chest in, heart forward. Exhale, pull back in. One more like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull back in. Nice. And then if you need a block underneath the left hand, you can put it down on in front of you, and you're turning into that right arm. Yes, that's it. Tamara, good. You can soften that opposite knee, so your right arm's up, bending that left knee. Good. Turning. Open the lower belly. Look down, release that top arm, and switch. Bend the right knee, right hand down, left arm up. Good, looking down, left hand comes down. And reverse swan dive, coming up. So it might be flat back. If that doesn't feel right to you, roll up. But if you push deeply into the feet, you might be able to come up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Excellent. So we're going to do half sun salutes. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull back in. Inhale, come all the way up again. That's it, take your time. Exhale, hands at your heart. Excellent, let's do two more like that. Inhale, reaching tall. Like a dance. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull back in. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands at your heart. Nice. Let's just step wide. Wide with the feet. Turn into that right knee. Warrior two. Yes. So as we line up the feet, the front heel is hitting actually the center. So you're sort of on the same plane, like there's a wall in front of you and behind you, and you're trying to fit in between those two walls. As you pull the pelvic bowl underneath you, you're bringing that right hip in and rolling that left hip forward. Good, I see it. Nice. Go ahead and open the arms. Pull the navel in a little bit, grow a little taller through the torso, and then push a bit more into the feet, activating that left glute, especially the left glute. Settle in, go as low as you want into that front knee. Powerful. Arms extending wide. Bring the chin, throat in and up so that the spine is in that nice alignment. Sink a little bit more into that back foot again. Gaze is over the right middle finger. Shoulders onto the back. Last breath. Awesome. Straighten that front leg, hands to the waist. Turn the front foot in and you're switching sides. Into that left side now. Settle into that left knee. Warrior two. Sometimes, getting that tension out by rocking the chest, and neck, and shoulders, bouncing into the feet, spreading out the toes. Settle in. Yeah, doesn't that feel good? It sort of gets some new pathways. And then straighten out through the right leg. Activate the glute. Lower belly lifts, ribs in. Spread the arms. Settle in. Activate that right arm behind you. Sometimes it wants to just hang, but give it some warrior energy. Warrior, spread out the toes again, sink into the feet, lift tall. Push into the right leg. You are a warrior. Beautiful, tall torso. Shoulders slide down the back. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Wow, one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten the front leg on inhale. Exhale, heel toe your feet a little closer together. Wow, that was cool. Shake it out. Yeah, shake it out. That was a lot for the legs. You can just go up and down, like slow motion actually. Up and down. Trying to find that central column. Up and down. Good. And then play with heating up the legs a little bit in chair. Sit your hips low. Find that hook right into the hip sockets, activating the outer edges of the IT band. And sit low. Oh, so good. Sit a little lower. Check to see if you can see your feet. And we'll pulse it. Come up to arc. Come back to sit. Your own rhythm. With breath. Ah, so good. I love it. It's opening the sternum as you lift. And it's heating up the legs as you sit. Last one. And on the arc. And exhale to bring the hands behind your back. Yeah. Pushing down through the fists. Push down. As you push down, let the hips come forward. Let the heart lift. And drop. Good. As you come back, take that forward fold all the way over. Remember to breathe.
Why are we doing yoga? It just releases the apana, which is that resistance, that stress, that worry, anxiety, all of those things that do not serve us. Bringing in space for prana, the fresh, clean source of vitality, life, healing, wellness. So that's what we're doing. So as you surrender into these new lines that you're creating, clearing out the old and bringing in the new. That's why it's so addictive, I have to say. Because you're like, oh, there I am. Go ahead and pound out some of that anywhere along the legs, along the back. Self-massage, shake out the head. All right, our first real flow. Walk the hands forward, walk the hands back. Hang out in your down dog. And then alternate high plank. So it may just be just a little bit, you're still keeping your hips high. If you're starting to build up your strength, eventually you might be able to drop your hips just like a board and then back up. High plank to down dog. If you feel like holding that high plank, go for it. 5 more breaths wherever you are. That's it. Awesome. And then rest in child's pose. Bring your knees down. It takes a couple pulses. You can bend your elbows, especially if your knees feel a little stiff. You just take your time coming into that child's pose. Once you're there, option to support the head with fists, double fists, surrender into the back with a nice long exhale to release. So good. One more. Exhale to release, wide open mouth. Awesome. Release the supported head and come forward with the arms to reach for the front of the mat. So the toes are together and the knees are nice and wide. Excellent. I see that. Beautiful extension through the back. So look up towards the front of the mat. Bend the elbows. Use your hands for support. You're pushing into this up dog as your toes come up and your heart comes forward. Alternating that with breath. I like the exhale on the backswing and the inhale on the upswing. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Oh yeah. Each time it goes a little bit deeper into the hips. Naturally. No forcing. Last one. Great. Come back into child's pose. Tuck the toes under. And then straighten out the legs. Down dog. Yeah, knees can come together first, actually. So let me do that again. So we were in child's pose. Come to tabletop. Make sure the knees are underneath your hips. Now tuck the toes. You want that symmetry, actually. So that's a better way to get back into down dog. You can tell when it doesn't work. The angles are wrong. Because toes straight ahead, heels sinking back. You don't want your knees to come together. You want them to track right underneath your hips. It's okay to bend them. And then lengthen arms, head drops, navel in. Even out the hands. Now maybe the knees straighten out a little bit. Hold your down dog. This is where you find those asymmetry, right? It's like my left hamstring seems tighter today than my right. Oh, so good. Just come to tabletop, come back to tabletop, and shake out the wrists a little bit, especially I think Carol probably
that hands. You want to build up that and soothe the hands. A little compression with the wrist. A little shake out of the hands. Nice. And if this doesn't feel comfortable on the heels, go cross-legged. We're just going to do a little shoulder stretch. Right elbow behind the head. C curve over to the left. Turn it a little bit. C curve to the left. Come back to center. Take that left hand and reach for the fingers. Again, it's uncomfortable on the hips. Another quick solution is just to put a block or two right underneath your hips to sit. Great way to fix that. Keep the ribs in. It's so easy to shoot the ribs forward and lose the sushumna, that energetic flow from the base of the spine to the top of the head. Good, gently release. Shake out the shoulders. However it works for you. Oh yeah, just like this heavy hang. Feels awesome. Swinging the arms feels awesome too. Beautiful. Now it's that left elbow behind the head. C curve to the right. Come back to center. And then the hand reaches for the fingers. One more breath. All right, let it go, let it go. Beautiful, shake it out. Gonna move my blocks. We haven't done cat-cow, so let's go back to tabletop. All fours come into cat-cow. Rounding into cat. And then dropping into cow. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Your own rhythm. I like to linger at points and pulse and press, but it's up to you. Maybe you can just close your eyes, not even worrying about what I'm doing, but just go into what your body wants. See if you can get the maximum amount of flexion down and up. It's all about soothing the tension in the back, especially if you have back pain. Getting those cells to liven up, waken up. All right, continuing with the length of the focus on the back for puppy pose. Walk the hands forward. Keep the hips right over the knees. Puppy pose is amazing. Spread fingers just nice and wide, like a starfish. Sink into that palm, just like you're standing on your hands. Push into the palms, hips pull back, drop the forehead down. Long spine. If it feels right, you can maybe even look forward. Chin on the mat, dropping the chest a little bit more. Good. When you're ready to come out, use your hands for support. Come on out. All right. So good. Take the knees close together so that you have support as you lift the left knee up. Take that and spiral that hip around. Nice, Tamara. That back looks amazing. It's so straight and lengthened. Looks good. We're just circling, getting some circulation into that left hip socket. And straighten it back. Bring it towards the elbow. Bring it back. Forward and back. One more time. It's like a tiger curl. In and back. Next time that you're back, take the right foot and move it over to the right a little bit for stability. For modified side plank. So modified meaning that side plank, that knee's down, and the left arm is up. Good. I have my wall. There we go. That's it. Side plank. Activity through this left leg. Left arm up. Ribs in. Good. So that kickstand with the bottom foot over to the right. That helps a lot. Yes, didn't that help? And just grab left hand, left ankle, and kick it back for side bow. Look down at the right hand and the inner elbow. See that inner elbow? Let that inner elbow move towards the front of the mat. And a little micro bend in that arm. Not to jam the elbow into hyperextension. Good. So yeah. Last one. And gently come out. Left foot comes forward for a low lunge. Playtime. Forward and back. Oh, so good. Sink into that front knee. Support yourself. You might need blocks underneath your hands, and that's absolutely cool. Try straightening out through that back leg. Beautiful. All right, if you have your blocks, move one block on the other side of the foot. Walk the back foot in a little bit, and you'll be supporting yourself over a straight leg. In fact, let me set that up for you so you can see. So say you had your blocks on the inside, bring it to the outside, maybe even bring the blocks taller. Straighten out both legs. See that? That's it. Straighten out both legs if you can. Tuck that back toe under. That's it. And bring it a little closer to you. Back foot a little closer. And yeah, straighten the front leg. You got it. That's it. And just let your whole body drape over the front leg. You can even flex that front foot, letting the toe come up. All right, beautiful. However you want to get there, step yourself back into either down dog, through a high to low push-up. Blocks are in the way. Maybe a low cobra, first time. Or a full up dog. Through tabletop to down dog. Now remember those in-between times, they're yours. You just play how you need to. If going into child's pose is what you need, go to child's pose. All right, come back to tabletop. And if the wrists are having too much talking to you, they're screaming a bit, just come to your elbows and try it on your elbows. Bring that right knee up. Circle that out. Switch directions. Right knee to right elbow. And straighten it out. Tiger curls. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, bring it back. Last one. Good. Let that go back. So now you're in side plank. Remember that bottom foot moves over to the left. If your wrists are hurting you, come to your elbow. Same thing. Side plank. Activity through the right leg. Ribs in. Torso strong. Hold, hold, hold. And then reach back to the top foot. Kick it back. Side bow. Ready to come out. Look down. Release that top hand. Step up with that right foot for lunge. However it gets there, you can always use your hand to help that foot forward, So say it's made it about halfway and you're like, bring it forward. Let your hand help you, yep. And then playtime, forward and back. Good. Tuck that back toe under. This is where you might need your blocks. Bring both of them onto the inside. Keep that right hip crease moving back and down. Back toe underneath so that you can push heel up. Straighten the back leg. All right, knee can drop down, frame that foot with and maybe the foot needs to move over a little bit. So now frame the foot with the blocks, tuck that back toe under, straighten out both legs. So the blocks can go to the high end, and you're just extending over that front leg. Possibly flexing that front foot. Excellent. Let's just step up. Left leg comes up. Back into a forward fold. Bent knees. Draping the body over the thighs. Or maybe even taking the calves and getting it nice and tight. Sort of like a child's pose with your body. And then the knees can push back, keeping that sweet space closed. Ribs on your upper thighs. Roll up. And just take a drink of water. A little walkabout before we go finish up. A little walkabout, yeah. It's already 10:23. So just take a little sip of water. I'm going to, in fact, go grab a water. Nice. So then it just gives you a moment to kind of collect yourself. And I have a tutorial on how to create a bolster. So I know you may not have it right now, but this is good to know. If you have a couple blankets, Mexican blankets are just thick blankets, you fold them in this nice rectangle, and you'll be able to stack them on top of each other. And that makes a nice bolster, a homemade bolster. If you don't have blankets handy and you have 2 blocks, you can use blocks as well. So if you're using the blankets, you set your whole body right in front and you lay yourself back. Good, easy peasy. If your blankets are not available, let me show you what it looks like with the blocks. 1 block for your upper back, 1 block for your head. You put the block right at your chest, mid-chest, you see that? And then the other block to support your head, whatever level you need. I like it a little low. Good, and then your elbows towards each other, and there you go. That's awesome. But since I have my blankets, I'm gonna use my blankets, you guys. Just feels softer. Princess in the pea here. So, yeah, I highly recommend some yoga blankets as well. Just Mexican blankets. Whew. So once you're on your back, and there's choices for your knees as well. You could bring your knees into broken bridge. Knees touch each other like a pyramid, and then the feet go apart to support. Excellent. Or soles of the feet together and just let the knees drop apart. Excellent also. Arms extended out. Or just that sweetness of straight legs, you know. But if there's any low back pain, I highly recommend the broken bridge. You know, that supports the sacral so much better. And we'll just stay. And you're on your blocks. That's excellent. Just let your arms and your chest open up. This is one of those postures that we all need because of computer work, because of looking at our phones. We get this tech neck. Everything is concaving inward. We need to counter that with an open heart, open chest. And the more you bring your elbows in towards you and drop the shoulders down, you might get the sensation of heart opening. Let your whole body relax and connect to your breath. And take another 5 breaths. Nice. More than welcome to stay on your block for Shavasana or shift it up to lay flat. Gently and slowly
Those sighs are so helpful. Coming off of your prop. Moving it aside. And then just lay on your back. Knowing that Shavasana is what we worked towards to get that sweet, calm sensation, the restlessness out of the body so that you can fully surrender into knowing the healing, receptive to your highest self, your best self, and letting her flow right into your whole being. If you feel ready, just wiggling the toes and the fingers, keeping the eyes closed. Take a deep breath. Exhale through the mouth. Bring the hands together and sort of rub them together. It's a little chilly here in California. Interlace the fingers right to the webbing. Take the right knee and bring it up towards the shoulder. Soften the left knee and let that foot plant on the mat. Bring the right knee up towards the shoulder and just circle out that right hip. And rock the body, let the body just sort of rock. And then switch sides, plant that right foot on the mat, left knee comes up towards your shoulder. Give it that movement, circle it out. Nice, and then bring that right knee up as well, and just rock both knees side to side. You can circle out the knees. And go both directions. And then pause with the knees right off of the hips, 90 degrees. And then the heels kind of right off the knees, 90 degrees. So you have this angle straight up with the knees, straight out with the feet. And then hold the kneecaps with the hands. And then just find that sacral bone. See if you can massage that triangle bone that's pushing right into the good. So once you find that, circle massage, and then hold it. Activity down, hip creases down, ribs in. Release the hands to the mid thighs, and then push. Push the hands and push the knees towards you. So there should be a little vibration, shaking. Push, push, push. Activate. Awesome. Let that go. Bring the knees to the right. use that top hand. Deep sigh. Oh, yeah. And then come on up to a meditative posture. Excellent. Find yourself upright. New breath, inhale nose. And let it go through the mouth. Hands to your heart. Namaste. Namaste. Wow, celebrate another Wednesday. Another beginning yoga class. Snap, snap. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. All right, Carol, I love you. You're coming every week. Such a good thing.
Well, thank you.
All right, have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Okay, bye. All right, you guys, thanks for being here. See you next time. Bye.